Hello again, it's Noob, and this is a first for me. No, not having a lockpick set. I actually have lots of those, as you can well imagine, but a titanium lockpick set. And not only that, it's a gold finished titanium lockpick set, not real gold. I think some kind of like chemical or electroplating or heat treated titanium, and it's got this lovely sort of gold, almost antique finish to it. But yes, the picks are titanium and they are very light, like much lighter than you'd expect them to be. Yeah, and also just look at the aesthetics on these. Just look. So they're sort of nicely finished, they're well finished. They've got this sort of almost filigree style pattern on there. I'm probably guessing the wrong period, but they look kind of Regency to me. If you look at these turners, they've got this lovely sort of leaf pattern going on there as well, which I think must be laser etched in on both sides. So the aesthetics of these are amazing, I have to say. It's subjective, you might not like this design, but I think that it's doing something really different and I'm here for it, I have to say. And where did I get these from? Well, I bought them with my own money. It's not a sponsor video, from cloakedentryco.com, and Cloaked Entry are on Instagram, and so am I actually, so go join my Instagram. I don't post there that often, but I do post there. So yeah, a really nice set, leather case, 2 turners, 4 picks. Let's grab the picks and have a look at what you get. So what I like about this is the design on the heads of the picks are all different. They have no functionality, but again, it doesn't matter, they're just something very different. Titanium and the gold with this sort of Regency filigree style. Ah, just so different. So light as well. What profiles do you get? Well, you get a deforest diamond, sort of a short one, which I like. Not my favourite profile, which is a low spoon hook. A triple peak Bogota, which I'm really into, because I think, you know, if you're going to buy a set with a couple of rakes, you really want to have a triple peak in there. And just looking at that, the finishing's really nice, isn't it? And then we have the classic city rake, which I think has its place, and it's a classic for a reason. So that's those ones, and these are in a slightly thicker 27 thousandths of an inch, about 0.69 millimeters, or thereabouts. I think they're a little thicker because they are titanium. I don't know the relative strengths and yield strengths of titanium versus, say, a 301 high yield steel, but I think they might have to make these thicker because of the material. And then you have 2 turners, both are, I think, 1 millimeter or just over 1 millimeter in thickness. And there are 2 turners, one with a stepped end with teeth and one without, but similar, if I line them up, similar sort of depths of reach of those tips. Maybe the one without the teeth has a slightly longer reach on this end. Let's do a few picking demos and then we'll come back and I'll give you my thoughts on this. So first up, I've got an ABUS lock here, and I'm going to use this end of the non-toothed turner. It is top of the keyway, but why can't I use it bottom of the keyway? No good reason. And this sort of shallow spoon type hook, which I'm going to go in. 5, give me a little click. 2, just give me a click. 1 now into a false set. Let's see who is giving me some counter rotation. 3 just did. 2 just did. Going to 4 now. 4. Back to 2, which I think I just dropped 2. And we have the open. There we go. Lovely. So it does work, but I have some thoughts about this. Next up, I want to try the city rake. It's a classic profile. I quite like the city rake, but it doesn't work on every lock because it needs a relatively shallow bitting, long end of the toothless top of the keyway tool to give me lots of room into that keyway. I'm just going to go in and see what we can't sort of do with this. Bounce that tension, make sure that I'm sort of oscillating this and rotating it, and hopefully we'll get an open. Yep, we've got the open there. For the triple peak rake, I found this nice big casp padlock, and I can only just about get tension on this bottom of the keyway. I could probably do top of the keyway, but I'm going to be raking, so I really want the turning tool out of the way, and it only just works. You can see how the amount of core movement there means I can get that little piece of well, decoration, I guess, out of the way of the actual lock and get tension on it. So let's give that a go. Light tension, we're just going to get, oh, almost straight away. I haven't picked anything top of the keyway yet, so I'll rectify that now. Just going to pop this in top of the keyway, and then we're going to use this deforest diamond, which is a little bit on the thick side for this true value lock with an open American style keyway, just because 27 thousandths is just a little notch too thick for this bug. I reckon I can get it if I'm lucky. I can always go here on the warding if I need to. Get pin 1. Can I get onto pin 1 here? So yeah, counter rotation. Ah, we got it. Counter rotation again. Pin 3 here. Come on. And we got the open. There we go. Lovely. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed those demos. That is the skeleton key set from Cloaked Entry. Comes with those 2 turners, the 4 picks you see there, and this case I didn't mention earlier, but it's full leather. It looks like it's well made. It's got double stitching around the edges. It's a nice finish on it. It's got the Cloaked Entry symbol there, and yours might not, but mine did come with a sticker from Cloaked Entry with the same dagger and lockpick logo there. So that's nice. And I think it'd be good to look at the things I really like about this set, and then maybe some of the things I don't like as much about this set, starting with things I like. So obviously the case is really nice. I really do like these sort of titanium gold designs here. They are just something so different and so, I think, aesthetically pleasing. They clearly don't add anything to the functionality of the pick. It's just an aesthetic choice, but it's unusual. I like it. You might not like it, and certainly if you look for something very, very, very practical, definitely not the set for you, but I do love the design. I like that gold titanium finish. It just works for me. And these are light. Whether that is something you want or not, I don't know, but these are so, so light. And they seem to be quite durable. There is a bit of a flex in these. I don't know if titanium is naturally more springy than an equivalent high yield stainless. So I am a little bit concerned about how durable these would be in a real world setting with a new picker. I'm quite gentle, despite what it looks like, with my lock picks. I'm more experienced. So again, I don't know about the durability, but they seem to hold up well in testing, especially the rakes. I do like the designs and the fact they're unique designs on the heads of these picks. I just think that, you know, if you like the idea of titanium, a novel design, a really nice finishing as well. Let's have a look at the finishing here. You see that the finishing on these is really good. Then yeah, there's a lot to like about the way this set was sort of made, put together, designed. Really like that. In terms of practicalities though, and this is where I wouldn't recommend this to a new picker, I don't think. The practicalities, so the rakes work really well, even though they're quite thick at 27 thousandth, 0.69 millimeters in terms of thickness here. Because they're rakes, they're able to get in and sort of break your locks. The city rake isn't everybody's favorite profile because it's not going to be picking locks with more extreme bittings, but the triple peak's very good. And they are a nice set together. There's nothing wrong with these profiles whatsoever. Maybe a little thick, but they're rakes. You can get away with it. In terms of the hooks, however, it's odd because they are somewhat at odds with each other. The short spoon hook here, I've never liked these. Now, some people do like them, so it's a personal preference. You may love these curved hooks, but you only need something with a mildly moderate bitting on there, something with lots of sort of ups and downs, so nothing sort of flat like this, but something with a few more ups and downs, maybe something like that. And if you're picking a pin which is going to be higher than the one before it, then you can literally overset the one before it, because you just don't have a sort of a steep angle like a hook would be, almost at 90 degrees. While something like this, which is more acute of an angle, you can see how that won't interfere with the pin in front of it. So I'm not the biggest fan of this, and I cannot for the life of me figure out why a short hook wasn't, a classic short hook wasn't chosen instead of that sort of spoon hook. I don't know why they would do that. Now, not saying that wouldn't be your preference. You may love that profile. I don't really, and I would love to have a hook instead. And this is quite nice. I do like this little offset half diamond here. I do, but the shank is really thick compared to the others. Just look at the difference in shank heights. And again, it could be that maybe titanium isn't quite as strong as a high yield stainless. So to make sure that this doesn't deform under use, they made this shank a little thicker, but it does mean that you're going to be interfering with some of the pins in like a deeper lock. You can see that any pins which are zero lift may be lifted by the shank height itself. So I don't mind the profile here, I just wish that shank height was just a little bit smaller. What does this set cost you? Well, it set me back $69 and 99 cents, which is somewhere around the £50 mark, UK pounds, or thereabouts. It's at the time of recording. Prices will change. It didn't include I haven't included postage and import fees and anything like that. That's just the list price online is $69 and 99 cents. Overall, personally, I really like this set. I like the aesthetics. I love what they're trying to do. Yes, I'll definitely make some changes to the hooks by reducing the shank height on one and making this a short hook. Other than that, I actually think it's a really nice set. I wouldn't recommend it to beginners. It is a little bit thick, so you're not going to be picking high security locks, but the aesthetics are, I haven't seen any other lockpick set like this. So if you do like this, then it's pretty much the only one like it that you can like. So yes, I think some pros and some cons. I think if you were a serious intermediate to experienced picker, you wouldn't be looking at this set for your everyday kit. If you're a beginner, I'd be cautious about this too, just because I don't know how durable the titanium is, and you'd need a few more tools, like turning tools, to help you out. But if you like the aesthetics, then there's nothing else like this out there as far as I know, and that can probably be the difference between you buying it or not buying it. Yeah, so anyway, I'd love to know what you think to a set like this in the comments below. Do you like my conclusions? Do you agree with them? Do you not agree with them? It doesn't matter. I'd love to know your thoughts either way in the comments below. I do read them all, and I try to reply to as many as I can. If you haven't subscribed and want to see more content like this, then obviously please consider subscribing, hitting that notification bell, liking this video. All really helps me out and I appreciate it very much. Otherwise, stay safe, happy picking, and I'll see you all next time.